Hello, my beauties and bees, and welcome to This Week in Weird. This week, we have you have selected a fun topic. So, I'm gonna give it to you like it is. My foray onto the world of the apostate sisters a couple weeks back, we discuss a phenomena, 4TN phenomena called Sky Trumpets. And I had mentioned that I talked about it briefly long ago, but I'd never done a full segment on it. So here I am doing a full segment on it. Before I go any further, I just want to say, oh my God, D Parks, you are so awesome. D Parks just donated $20 super chat. Won't be shut down, won't be stopped. Yes, that's my motto. I'm not gonna be stopped by the man. It looks better when I have my spiky bracelets on. When I try to debunk their nonsense. But speaking of nonsense, Sky Trumpets. Let's look. So this phenomena, we're going to have confidential report take us along for the ride. Hopefully they're not using real documentaries from TV that are that gives copyright shit. But anyway, anywho, this is the channel, and this is the kind of stuff they cover. Rise of the Antichrist, the darkness in people, demonic possession, reveal the demon, a man who is face to face with a demon. What could be causing this? People are being attacked by unseen forces. The invasion is here. The confidential report. Yeah. Let's go. Sky Trumpets. Now. That's Godzilla.
That's crazy, man. Man, that's crazy. It's like a trumpet. It's like a judgment trumpet.
According to witnesses all over the world.
Dude, have you ever heard a trumpet? Because that was very bassy for a trumpet. That sounded more like a trombone.
Strange sounds from the sky are continuing to haunt all that witness them, and it does not seem to be ending anytime soon.
Light it up now.
That's crazy, man.
Obviously, this is Paul Bunyan doing the thing to Babe, to turn Babe from a bull to an ox, right? Putting the band on, and that's Babe protesting.
Man, that's crazy. It's like a trumpet. It's like a judgment trumpet.
How? In what way is that foghorn-like sound a judgment trumpet?
According to biblical researchers, these strange sounds may be just the beginning.
Biblical researchers, yo! And then we're gonna have John Goodman.
Where's that sound coming from? Trumpet sound his name. The one true God comes to rapture.
Hey, that's that Kevin Smith movie. That's like you watch Kevin Smith movies and you're like, yeah, you know, Mallrats, Chasing Amy is probably the most dramatic of them that you can think of, right? And you're like, you know, most of them are really goofy, Jay and Silent Bob and all that. And then you watch this movie and it's like, oh fuck, because this movie is about a doomsday cult, and yeah, it's pretty rough. How does he know what a judgment sounds like? Maybe he got pulled over and had to go to court, Ember. I've been to court before. I know what judgment sounds like. I played the trumpet in high school, first chair. I played the trumpet in junior high. I don't play trumpet anymore. I play strings now. My roommate plays trumpet. Ben, Dr. Ben, you know, you were there last night in the side chat. Dr. Ben plays trumpet and sax and clarinet. And we both play tin whistle or in recorder. It's a fart. That makes sense, Sumami. Be like, there was this one time at trumpet camp. Oh my. The sound of judgment is how I look at people. I think you have to be overly superstitious to hear judgment. When the last trump shall sound. Gross. This kind of goes along with the fart magic too. Maybe these are God's farts.
Faith, slay the wicked!
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Those who have witnessed the sound firsthand say that whatever it is sounds like it is coming directly from the sky.
The problem with the Sky Trumpet videos is they're so easy to fake. All you gotta do is like look up at the sky and keep pointing your camera around at the sky and having other people be all looking up, and then you just make the sound over it in post. That definitely sounds like Godzilla, though. It's clear that these are kaiju. There's going to be a giant kaiju fight over your city. It's Ghidorah and Rodan and Mothra, Godzilla, King Kong, all those guys. That'd be so awesome. God, I would love if kaiju just started fighting. That's what we need. That's what this country needs. Right? Because right now, people need something to be about, because I'm sick of it being me. I'm sick of it being me as a trans woman. So people wants to be united against a common enemy that's not me. How about like giant sky lizards? Yeah, there's sky lizards out there with trumpets. Sure. There it was. Did you see Ghidorah fly by? Where are you, Ghidorah? Some lightning. There it was. Watch. Okay, baby. What's next?
Since people first began to hear these strange sounds, the locations have not seemed to have been a factor. From deep in the woods to the center of rural neighborhoods, the sound does not seem to discriminate by location.
It's very deep.
That sounds almost like the distance of someone speaking into a megaphone. So when I lived, about 15 miles down this old gravel road, like way, way out in the country, out in the hills and the bluffs, and have to go through all these stony canyons and up and down rocky bluffs. And anyways, it's way far away from town, but between me and town was the Marion County Fairgrounds. And at night, when you go out during the fair at my house, you could hear the loudspeakers, but you couldn't tell what they were saying. It just sounded like, whoa. And it was really kind of creepy, and we were creeped out by it until we asked the neighbors what it was. And like, oh, that's the fair. It's like, oh, okay. 15 miles away on a loudspeaker. I don't know if it's 15 miles, like 10, 12 miles, something like that. I used to kayak the river, but the river bends all over the place and gives you a good 20-mile kayaking experience, which I did solo because I'm insane and I don't recommend doing that. And I did that when I was younger, so I wouldn't do that now. I'm more mature. Question for chat: Is it okay for guys to call female pal? Lately, I've been calling people pal and don't want to be a douche. Excuse my divergence. I don't care if you call me pal. We are pals, John. Did you hear what I said earlier about not being on Facebook or any meta stuff? Right now, I've been suspended. I just wanted to let you know that. I don't know how long it's going to last. It was part of a mass suspension error by their AI bot that they said that they're working to fix, but I don't know. So that's why there was no link. The names that I don't like that people tend to use, especially like generation like Zoomers, they call everybody bro or bruh. No, don't call me that. Please do not call me that. I don't mind dude in a colloquial sense that means everybody. Intention really is what's important about it, right? Intention's what matters. Yeah. When you say things. I think it's like mate, yeah. Well, I'm a millennial. I don't like being and to me there's the bro is gendered, right? Bro is not gender neutral to me in my brain. They do sound a lot like kaiju noises, though. I sort of wonder if this is related to. Like some kind of mining operation or something, maybe. A lot of it is intention, Sumami. I do wonder if there's some like fracking equipment or something this can be associated with, or heavy machinery. Because that sounds like metal straining is what it sounds like to me. Wow. Wow, amazing. These are Sky Trumpets. Doomsday. They think this is the sounds of angels playing their trumpets in heaven or something. I don't know. The judgment is coming.
That's definitely a trumpet. It's like I've seen this.
How is that definitely a trumpet? Have you never heard a trumpet before? The closest thing that it sounds like to me, and maybe somebody does have what are those big horns called? It's not a flugelhorn. Is it flugelhorn? No, flugelhorns are little. Like the Ricola horn. The Alpine horn. Yeah, Alphorn. Alphorn. Hold on. Let's see if we can find somebody playing an Alphorn.
C'est très convivial, c'est vraiment
It's a feeling like
de l'étranger aussi. Ou...
What's the one you think it sounds like? Dung Chin. Let's try that one. Look at the size of that. Huge, right? Now, if their neighbor's playing one of those, or somebody's playing one of those at a festival, you know, on the other side of the mountain.
I heard it. Y'all need to shut that door or something. You get the light up or something.
This honestly sort of makes me want to get a dung chin or an alphorn or a didgeridoo and freak my neighbors out.
That's definitely.
I really hope that's not a tornado. I don't think it is.
That's a trumpet. I don't care what it's
A trumpet. That's not a trumpet, dude. You never heard a trumpet in your life.
All day, man. That's some weird stuff. That's definitely a trumpet.
Despite the numerous times the strange sounds have been heard, to this day, not a single person has confirmed the source of the sounds. But that has not stopped the growing amount of speculation surrounding the source of the sounds. Theories range from underground tunneling to the idea that maybe HAARP is to blame. Although the main
HAARP?
theory still remains.
What happens when a HAARP collides with the CERN? That's when it opens up the portals. That's when Jesus comes back. That's when Jesus comes back. Maybe they live near a Buddhist temple. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There could a lot of factors. Maybe there's a Bavarian festival going on in the next town over, right? Or maybe someone's just literally rehearsing with their Alphorn for a Bavarian festival up, on the roof of their apartment building or something in their backyard. You get DARPA when you mix CERN and HAARP together.
To be number one on the list. And that is the theory, that these sounds are coming from above, like a warning bell ready to be rang.
No more fire and brimstone, preacher! What does that sound mean?
well, boy, There ain't nothing left but fire and brimstone.
Guess y'all get right.
Fire and brimstone. Them trumpets gonna be blowing on Judgment Day. You don't want to be on Jesus' shit list.
And this has been happening all day. If I ain't right with the Most High, I suggest y'all get right with the Most High, because that's a trumpet.
It's not a trumpet. Why is there always someone saying that's a trumpet? It's not a trumpet. But the idea that, you know, because someone knowing how to play one of these big horns has to practice. But I did notice that there's a trend of this being all during bad weather. And I don't know if the wind could pass through something that shapes just right to make that sound as well. Something built just right to cause it to whistle like that. But that sounds like maybe like a drawbridge being raised up or something like that. I mean, a lot of like heavy machinery pulling with cables and a lot of metal rubbing together and stuff. And maybe when the clouds are just low enough for the resonation to cause the... I mean, I'm just speculating on different things. You were able to get footage of them eating. Awesome.
Can't you hear?
It's the Lord's day of judgment.
Ricola. But this is a nice blue sky day. Sunny. Birds are singing.
It's coming from the sky.
The hell is that?
He's tuning his Alphorn. Leave him alone. We're talking about just the rumble? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna lotion my feet because they're starting to get super dry. So that's what I'm doing down here. I'm not doing anything nefarious. Oh, that was more of a thunderous sound. Drums. Sky drums. A big old bass drum. It's like a timpani.
Yo, what is this sound? This is crazy. Sound been going off for like
see, now we have the horns, we have the drums, and these sound like
a
cymbals.
minute or so. What the hell?
It definitely sounds like something crashing in the distance.
Creepy.
That one sounded like sirens. Oh, beyond the sirens. I kind of wonder, hearing the sirens, if, again, with the low cloud bank that we're looking at here, if that's not the sirens reverberating down at a lower pitch, getting bounced back to it. What do you guys think? Now that you mention it, it does sound like when the wind goes through a truck stop just right, trailers do make some noise, do make those noises, right? Especially like big empty trailers and stuff. Sky Trumpets is just an elaborate Ricola commercial. Got to get back to the rock. Dave sounds right. Pile driver. And John Hudson, did you say something about calling me? I don't. What app can I give you my number on? I don't want to put my number out publicly. But yeah, I wouldn't mind you if you wanted to call me. It's no problem if we got something to talk about. Yep. I don't know if you're on Discord. Regardless, we have mutuals that we could communicate through. If anything, I could give Ember Ember my number. I think Ember has my number. Steph does too, and Maya, and Sandy. So there's a few places you can get my number, but I'm not going to drop it in the chat or anything.
Strange sounds are being heard around the world. In Sweden, this sure sounds like a trumpet. In Michigan, another trumpet-like sound.
Do these people not know what a trumpet sounds like? That's even the lowest note on a trumpet is nowhere near this how bassy this is. Once a power line got knocked down at the end of our driveway by a tree, the sound it made was like a house-sized sheet of metal being wobbled. Then it smelled like ozone. Yeah, my brother told me about a time that he was on a gravel road by a power station or whatever. They were just smoking some weed out there when they were teenagers, and one of the transformers blew up and made like a boom sound. Yeah. Think it's a coyote?
In British Columbia, Canada, Dr. Glenn McPherson says he heard a strange humming sound in his home. At first, he thought it was an appliance.
Ultimately, I cut the power to the entire house.
A mysterious sound heard through parts of Fort Greene, Brooklyn has been driving some people, we are told, crazy.
Yeah, it's maddening.
It is the sound of Jesus. It's the judgment, the righteous judgment of the Lord. He's coming for you. And you make sure you're right with Jesus, because he's coming back.
It's unsettling, and it's also just this mystery because nobody seems to know what is causing this strange humming sound. CBS 2's Kevin Rincon gives us a listen.
It's profoundly annoying.
As you hear the noise, it's hard to make out what it is.
It sounds like somebody putting their finger on a glass cup and running it around the top of the cup.
It sounds very much like a resonance, a harmonic resonance, like if you can picture someone rubbing the top of a crystal glass or a tuning fork.
What does it sound?
Mo Hussein, he took video walking home one night. He's noticed the sound for over a year.
I liken it to like some sort of alien invasion as you're walking around.
It seems like this might be the wind passing through, like maybe there was some new construction forcing the wind to pass through a certain gap a certain way that's causing it to sing.
Even in the middle of the night, you hear this hum off in the background and you wonder what could that be?
You know, I thought about that. And they're only landing in the middle of the night.
For Adrena Banks, her theory, it's construction related, but admits it could be anything.
It's just this consistent humming that doesn't seem to go away and goes on for hours. It's so piercing that it keeps you up.
Neighbors called 311, but when the city's Department of Environmental Protection showed up...
Yeah, I could see that too, like a train braking some miles away, resonating. I could see that being the cause for some of this. That's a good thought on it. Yeah.
The sound had stopped. We reached out to the DEP several times on Thursday, and they now say they plan to return to try and find the source of the nuisance.
As soon as you think, okay, well, now I've gotten used to it, now I'm ready to live my life with this noise, then it goes away. And you're like, oh, that's great, and then it comes back.
The timing of it makes me sort of believe that, at times anyway, makes me sort of believe that there's some sort of equipment being run, and they sort of try to turn it off and on in ways that don't disrupt people.
Some residents, they've turned to online forums to mark when the noise starts and stops, but tracking it isn't easy.
Like bass notes they disperse easily, but they're hard to pinpoint. And this sound has that quality of like, ooh, that's really hard to locate.
So, as we conclude this video, the question remains, what is causing this sound?
Kaiju. You think it's Jesus, but I think it's Godzilla. We'll have Godzilla versus Jesus and let them fight it out and see who wins. I I don't know what your guy got. Mine has atomic breath, though. I'm pretty sure your guy got taken down with some with some nails and a piece of wood and a couple of pieces of wood. So Godzilla survived a lot more.
Now being heard around the world. Could it be that we have come to the end of our rope here on Earth? Have we pushed past the point of acceptance from those above? In other words, is the book about to be closed on humanity?
One can only hope the book's about to be closed on humanity. But I digress.
Make sure to leave a comment below and let us know what you believe these strange sounds really are. Until next time, thank you for watching The Confidential Report.
And he closes the book on this wicked! War! Praise his name!
This has been The Confidential Report. For even more stories like this one, make sure to subscribe to our channel today.
Yeah,
and please
we're not
show
done
your support
now.
by clicking the like button.
These might... there might be some duplicates, but we're watching more Sky Trumpets. From Screaming Skies! There might be... some of these might be the same ones, but there should be some different ones in here, too. That really does sound like a didgeridoo.
Oh, this is scary.
That's the same one we watched a minute ago, but... I'm gonna... Now I really want an Alporn, because I want to fuck with the people of El Paso. Be like, oh, the end times. It's the end times. And I'll just be out in the backyard. So, I like a didgeridoo better, I think. I think I love a didgeridoo better than a Alporn. What was the Chinese woman? Cheng... what was that called, Sue? I like the roars here.
What is that sound? Holy shit!
Slovakia? Some of this really does just sound like they're using audio clips from the Godzilla movies. I'm not even joking. That's exactly what it sounds like. That sounds like something being dropped miles away, too. Like a bridge horn, yeah. Or a barge horn, yeah. And a distant barge horn for real. And yeah, some of it sounds like maybe what a train would sound like breaking in the distance. A freaking dump truck dropping a load of rocks 4 miles down the road. All kinds of stuff could account for these sounds. My lash was misbehaving. That sounds like a dog barking to me. Other than that, maybe a highway.
I don't fucking get it. It sounds like it's right there.
That sounds like the rumble of a highway. Just like the distant rumble of a highway.
My ears. Yeah, it's so deep.
Or a train track.
Very strange.
Oh my god. Look how low it is. Oh my god. What is it?
I don't know. I'm getting it on camera.
That one I think is a horn.
I never saw clouds like this before.
That sounds like an owl horn.
Oh my, this is too strange. I'm too scared, Tony. Too scared.
I know.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Should we go in hiding?
I don't know, but the sound's getting higher.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, check that cloud. Oh my god, it's rolling.
It's too scary.
Oh my god.
It's scary.
Can you hear the trumpet?
I know.
It's not a trumpet. I swear nobody on here has ever heard a trumpet in their life. None of these people have ever heard what a trumpet sounds like, or they have like a weird idea of what a trumpet sounds like, or they think something else is what a trumpet sounds like. Trumpets are not generally a low-ranged instrument because they're small. And do I need to explain sound? My audience knows about sound dynamics. Dude, I don't need to explain it to you, but there's a reason why the bass instruments are bigger than the other instruments, right? There's a reason why a cello is this freaking tall, and a violin can fit under your chin. There's a reason why a timpani is as big as my bed. There's a reason why a tuba or a flugelhorn wraps around the tuba player. That's the big bass version of the tuba that goes around. Yeah, there's a reason why they're so huge, because you need big instruments to create big sounds, and trumpets are generally quite small by comparison. And these notes that they're hitting here are not notes that you would associate with a trumpet if you knew anything about musical instruments.
I'm gonna go hide.
Oh my god. Let's get in the house.
I'm gonna go. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Are those freaking coyotes? Why you got cages full of coyotes for? That sounded like a crane. Like the I don't know if y'all ever been on a construction site where you hear the crane reeling up the load, and the heavier the load that's pulling up, the louder the crank is. But if that's reverberating down like an alleyway or down something channeling it down a street, it's going to sound like that. And it's going to change pitches as the load moves up the road, or as it elevates, I guess, or as it rises in elevation, as less, just like tightening a string on a guitar or shortening a string on a guitar, right? That's why when you put your fingers in different places, it makes different sounds. The same thing happens with a cable pulling a heavy load up on a crane or a winch or a lull. It will, as the distance between the spool and the object gets smaller, it's just like sliding your finger down on a guitar string. That reverberation gets tighter and the note gets higher. That's what that sounds like to me. But that's a siren of some kind right there. Like a foghorn siren. There. Hive side. They're not equating them to musical instruments per se. They think it's a group of angels ushering in the end times. Maybe they're saying Trump Pence. Oh, I get that. Yeah, that they're those long things that the angels blow on. What are those? They're basically bugles, like long bugles things. But anyway, yeah. Where was I? People are just too stuck to TVs and cell phones. They never listen to what the sounds of human bustling around during the day sounds like. That explains why a lot of these noises sound like farts, Maya. Exactly. The loudest horn player in Germany. Have you ever eaten food so spicy that your farts usher in the end times? The more I listen to this, the more I'm convinced that these are winches. A lot of these are winches that we're hearing pulling cables, and as the cable, and the change in the pitch is the cable pulling tighter and it's getting shorter to the spool. That's my pet theory. I think my pet theory holds up a lot better than angels blowing trumpets in the sky. All right, John, you have a good one. We still got 45 more minutes of show to go. Now that sounds like they're testing the siren system right there. I think this one might be my favorite. I can feel it. That's an air raid siren, you think? Oh, the last one, yeah. That definitely sounds like air passing through some kind of tube. I'm even pretty sure I can tell that the tube it's passing through is plastic. And if you know what I'm talking about, like blow through like a PVC pipe. There's lots of instruments you can make with a PVC pipe, or bang two PVC pipes together. You know, anytime I've ever heard a weird sound or saw something weird in the distance or whatever, I usually go on social media and be like, hey, anybody else have this experience? And then someone will be like, oh yeah, they're testing the sirens out at the power plant. Or, oh, good example was the Starlink launch that I saw. I witnessed the Starlink launch, the very first one back in like, I don't know what year it was, like 2016 or something like that. Saw it going up in the sky. I know it was later than that, was like 2020. And thought I was witnessing some sort of extraterrestrial phenomenon. Got all excited, went inside and checked and found out what it was. Yeah, this is this. I don't blame you for turning the sound off, John. This video's if you're just doing audio. Yeah. If you really thought it was the end of times, you would think you would be motivated enough to go see the angels. Why do angels sound like rusty metal gates swinging? Dude. so funny. Everybody looks up like the sky doesn't have atmosphere that reverberates sound back down to you. Like the sound has to be coming from something up there. It can't be coming from something that's down here, you know, out of sight, beyond your line of sight, hitting the atmosphere and bouncing back down at them. Nope, it has to be something. The source has to be up there. This is like normal people, though, you know. But this is the one that makes me think you could fake this so easy just by having a group of people like stare at the sky all weirded out and then put sound effects over it.
It's weird. I've never heard anything like that before. Where's it coming from?
From Gojira. You see Gojira come stomping across the horizon. There's his footsteps. Holy shit, hold on. Watch.
I wonder what that's about.
I've seen fireworks do that before. I always thought when the clouds look like this, it looks like when you if any of y'all ever prepared fish, looks exactly like fish meat, right? Am I right? Like pre-cooked fish meat.
You see that light? Guys, there's a light.
Finally.
It's not moving either.
I think that's just the star, though. Or maybe the sun on a cloudy day. It's kind of small for the sun, but I guess it could be. And to hear the angels singing in heaven. Remember when I did the God's Chorus crickets? Do y'all remember that? Let me see if I can find the video. No, I'm not going to do it in this. For fluff's sakes. God's Chorus of Crickets. Bum, 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 bum. Here we go. Here, I'm gonna drop this in the chat because this sounds very similar. Which was the sounds of crickets chirping sped up. My speculation, if I actually heard this, would be that there was a chorus singing somewhere. I mean, right? They're gonna walk out on the edge of the cloud there and look down. That'd be cool. He's hoping they will, at least. He's like, come on. Walk to the edge, Michael and Gabriel. Show your faces.
I've never heard that in my life.
What do y'all think? Is them angels singing? Now, there's another video they say is angels singing, but it might be the same. This might be the same video. Let me see. It is. Okay. So, when it comes to that... By the way, this CrypticCorner video did awful yesterday. The California Crocomander. I don't know why, but yeah, if you can go watch it, it only got 23 views. Is the thumbnail bad? I thought the thumbnail was cute. I've been doing this like charcoal style art, with black and white pictures and overlaying them. Anyway, the reason I brought up this, let's listen to this real quick, because this is allegedly crickets sped up. Obviously, this is they edited this. It's been debunked. I debunked it on that video. I just linked if you want to watch the whole thing. But it almost sounds like they used the same track. Doesn't it? Tell me if it sounds the same to you. As I'm crazy, that's fine. And then obviously they overlaid the regular cricket sound too here. I wonder if they have one without the cricket sound. Hold on. Do they? All right, and then so certainly you all can at least pick up on some of the subtle similarities there between the recording of the God's Chorus crickets and the alleged Sky Trumpets of the global phenomena of Sky Trumpets, right? Well, so that was brought to us by, well, this one wasn't confidential file. This was a channel called Glow, which is a Rapture and Immaculate Landing, Jerusalem UFO, giant skeletons, lots of Rapture stuff here. Rapture times just around the corner. Spirit orbs, we just covered that recently. Yeah. Suicides in Search of Heaven. Oh. Yikes on bikes. This channel hasn't put anything out for a few years, though. So maybe they did get raptured. Maybe they finally got raptured. I hope so. That seems to be what they wanted, so if that's what happened, then I'm glad for you. If not, God lover. Yeah. Then this channel says, God lover, we are simply in love with the Creator God. There are priceless and everlasting reward. Okay, yeah. So that's the kind of people that are putting this content out, just to give you a feel, to give you a vibe for it. See what you think. All right. So, I mean, what do you guys think of Sky Trumpets? Are they like a real phenomena? Is there something actually happening there? Is it an assortment of other phenomena and weather activity corresponding with phenomena? You let me know in the comments down below. I really enjoyed covering this, and it did put things into a perspective of what people mean when they say Sky Trumpets. I was being too judgmental to say, oh, it's not what trumpet sounds like. They don't care. They don't care. It's just any kind of sound in the sky. Sky Trumpets. All right. So please remember to be kind, take care, and we'll see you next time.